Being an amazing catch isn't just about looks, charm, or financial success. It's about the combination of qualities, values, and actions that make someone truly stand out as a partner. When you're a genuinely high-value person, you bring depth, stability, and joy into the lives of the people around you. The beauty of being an amazing catch is that often you may not even realize it yourself. You're not walking around with an inflated ego. You're simply living authentically, and the right people can see your worth from miles away. But sometimes, it's important to take a step back and recognize your own value. Not because you need to boast about it, but because knowing it helps you set the standard for how you should be treated. So let's dive deep into the 9 powerful signs that show you're not just a great person, you're an amazing catch. The first sign is that you know your worth without arrogance. You don't need constant validation from others to feel good about yourself. You understand your strengths, your weaknesses, and the value you bring into any relationship, whether romantic or otherwise. You're confident in your own skin, but that confidence doesn't turn into conceit. Instead, it's a quiet self-assurance that radiates to those around you. People feel safe and secure in your presence because you're grounded in who you are. You don't shrink yourself to fit in, and you don't overcompensate to stand out. You simply exist in your truth, and that's magnetic. The second sign is that you bring emotional stability. In a world where many relationships are filled with unnecessary drama, your calm and collected nature is a breath of fresh air. You don't play games, you don't manipulate, and you don't thrive on chaos. Instead, you create a safe emotional space for yourself and your partner. You know how to communicate your feelings without lashing out, and you handle disagreements with maturity. This stability is rare, and it's one of the key reasons people feel drawn to you. It's not that you never feel strong emotions, you simply know how to process them in a healthy way. The third sign is your ability to inspire growth. When people are around you, they feel motivated to become the best version of themselves. This isn't because you force them to change, but because your own drive and commitment to self-improvement naturally influence others. You lead by example. Whether it's pursuing your passions, learning new skills, or taking care of your mental and physical health, you show that growth is a lifelong journey. The right person sees this in you and feels inspired to match that energy. You're not stagnant. You're constantly evolving, and that makes you incredibly attractive. The fourth sign is your strong sense of empathy. You don't just listen to respond, you listen to understand. You can put yourself in someone else's shoes and genuinely feel their emotions. When someone you care about is hurting, you're there not just with words, but with presence and compassion. Your empathy allows you to connect with people on a deep level, which makes your relationships more meaningful and lasting. It's not about fixing every problem, but about making others feel seen and heard. And that is an invaluable quality in a partner. The fifth sign is that you're genuinely supportive. You celebrate other people's wins without jealousy, and you're there to encourage them when they're struggling. You don't try to compete with your partner. You want them to succeed just as much as you want success for yourself. You understand that a healthy relationship is built on mutual upliftment. Whether it's a career milestone, a personal goal, or a dream they've been chasing for years, you're their biggest cheerleader. And the amazing thing is you support others without expecting anything in return, which makes your encouragement feel authentic and pure. The sixth sign is your independence. You're not clingy or overly reliant on another person for your happiness. You have your own life, your own interests, and your own sense of purpose outside of a relationship. This independence not only makes you more interesting, but it also removes pressure from your partner to be your sole source of fulfillment. You love spending time with the person you care about, but you're equally comfortable being on your own. That balance of closeness and autonomy is incredibly appealing because it shows you're with someone out of choice, not necessity. The seventh sign is your integrity. You keep your word, you're honest, and you treat others with respect. People know they can rely on you because you mean what you say. You don't play with people's trust or hide behind lies to protect your image. Even when it's difficult, you choose honesty because you value authenticity in all areas of life. Your integrity means that those around you don't have to question your intentions. They can trust that you're genuine in your actions and your feelings. In a world full of pretense, being a person of integrity makes you a rare and priceless find. The eighth sign is your ability to create joy. You bring lightness and fun into people's lives. Whether it's through laughter, shared adventures, or simply appreciating the small moments, you know how to make life feel exciting and beautiful. You don't dwell in negativity or constantly complain about what's wrong. You focus on what's right and find ways to make the most of every situation. Being with you feels uplifting because you radiate positivity without being fake. You understand that joy isn't about ignoring life's difficulties, but about finding reasons to smile despite them. The ninth and final sign is that you love deeply and genuinely. When you care for someone, you give your whole heart without holding back. You're not afraid of emotional intimacy, and you don't keep one foot out the door in fear of getting hurt. You love with intention, loyalty, and depth. You make your partner feel cherished, appreciated, and valued for who they are. Your love isn't about controlling or possessing. It's about building something beautiful together. When someone earns your love, they know they've found something rare, because you give it fully and sincerely. When you step back and look at all of these signs, knowing your worth, bringing emotional stability, inspiring growth, showing empathy, being supportive, maintaining independence, living with integrity, creating joy, and loving deeply, it becomes clear that being an amazing catch isn't about perfection. It's about embodying qualities that nurture healthy, fulfilling, and lasting relationships. The truth is, many people might not realize how rare these traits are until they experience them firsthand. But once they do, they'll understand your true value. And the most important thing to remember is this: being an amazing catch means you deserve someone who recognizes and cherishes all of these qualities in you, not someone who takes them for granted. Because when you're this kind of person, the right partner won't just see you as a good catch, they'll see you as the catch of a lifetime.